Listening to problem solving.
You look tired. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I guess I just had a bad night. I often don't sleep too well. You know, I have some strange dreams.
You do? I hardly ever dream.
Yeah, I've had some weird dreams. Really weird dreams. And they're scary. They're always scary ones. They're never good ones. They're just weird and off the wall.
Like nightmares?
Yeah, I have really bad nightmares. And I tend to have dreams that come true every once in a while. I try to be careful. You know the saying, don't tell a bad dream before breakfast because it might come true.
Never heard that. So, you tell it after breakfast?
Yeah, or sometimes not at all.
Question 1. How is the man acting towards the woman? Question 2. What's been happening to the woman lately? Question 3. What does the woman say you should do if you have a bad dream? Now listen to part 2.
Maybe you should change the position of your bed.
Why? How would that help?
Well, I've heard that if you sleep with your head to the north, you won't sleep well.
Really? Who told you that?
My aunt. She'd always been a terrible sleeper, but when she changed her bed to face east, she slept fine.
I can't change the position of my bed. My room has a lot of windows, so I can't put my bed against another wall.
Maybe that's the problem. Some Native Americans believe that bad dreams come in through your windows.
They do? Well, I can't get rid of my windows.
No, but you could put a dream catcher in a window.
Question 4. What does the man suggest? Question 5. Why can't the woman do what the man suggests? Question 6. What do some Native Americans believe? Now listen to part 3.
You've seen dream catchers, right? They're made of feathers and string and stuff. I've seen them in stores.
So have I. Huh. Do you think it would work?
Well, it might. They're supposed to catch the bad dreams before they reach you. And I think they look cool.
So do I. Okay, I'll get one and try it tonight.
Question 7. How has the man helped the woman? Question 8. What will the woman most likely do to solve her problem? Listening to a daily life conversation.
So what time should we pick you up on Friday? Can you be ready by noon, or do you need another hour or so?
I really wanted to spend the weekend with my family, and the ride with you would have made it even more fun, but...
You mean you aren't going?
I can't. I'm not doing too well in my economics class, and I have a lecture Friday afternoon. I don't think I should miss it.
Well, why don't you borrow the notes from someone? Isn't your roommate in that class?
Yeah, he is, but I've already asked to borrow his notes once this semester. He didn't seem to mind, though.
Well, there you are. Unless you want to go to class on Thursday. I'm fairly sure that Dr. Collins teaches the same class Thursday night.
Really? She probably wouldn't mind if I sat in on the Thursday class, but I wonder if she'll give the same lecture. You know, maybe they're 1 week behind or 1 week ahead of us.
I suppose that's possible, but it would be easy enough to find out. You could just tell her that you'd like to attend the Thursday session this week because you need to go out of town. Then you can ride home with us. If there's a problem, you can still borrow your roommate's notes on Sunday when we get back.
Question 1. What is the man saying to the woman? Question 2. How is the man doing in his class? Question 3. What does the woman suggest the man do? Question 4. What other suggestion does the woman make? Question 5. What best describes the woman's personality? Listening for information.
Did you know that eating some foods can actually change your moods? Some doctors say that if you're in a bad mood, you can eat a certain food and the food will make you feel better. So let's talk to some people and see what they think about food and moods. Here's someone now. Hi, I'm Marty Moore, the Street Talk guy. What's your name?
Me? My name's Larry. Why?
Nice to meet you, Larry. Would you like to be on the radio?
On the radio? No, thanks. I think I'm too nervous for that.
Oh, don't be nervous. Here, have some of this soup. It will help you relax.
Soup? It smells delicious. What's in it?
It's made with chili peppers.
Wow! That's hot!
Oh, don't worry. Soon you'll feel better. You see, chili peppers have something in them that makes your mouth feel very hot right after you eat them. But they will also help you to relax. The more chili peppers you eat, the more relaxed you will feel.
I sure hope you're right.
Okay, on to the next person. Hi, I'm Marty Moore. What's your name?
I'm Dan.
Gosh, Dan, you look really unhappy. What's wrong?
Oh, my girlfriend just left me and now I'm all alone. I feel miserable.
Gee, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe I can help you feel better. Here, eat some of these chocolate chip cookies. You see, chocolate has something in it that makes you feel more upbeat. Some people even say chocolate can make you feel like you're in love.
In love? Really?
Yes, and cookies are also made with wheat flour. Wheat can help you to relax and feel more upbeat, too.
Well, thanks. I hope it works. I'll try anything.
Good luck. Okay, let's talk to someone else. Hello, what's your name?
My name? I'm Barbara.
Well, I'm Marty Moore, the Street Talk guy.
Sorry, but I'm really stressed. I'm late for work, and I'm still waiting for the bus. I have a lot of work to do, and my boss is going to be angry.
Here, I've got just what you need. Eat this turkey sandwich and drink this glass of orange juice.
Are you crazy? I need a bus, not food.
Hey, don't be so irritable. I'm just trying to help. You see, turkey can help you to feel more energetic, so you can do all of your work and feel less stressed. And the vitamin C in your orange juice can also help you to feel more energetic. It can even help you to feel more upbeat, so you won't be so irritable.
Thanks anyway, but I don't have time for food. I have to get to work.
Well, our time's up for today.
Question 1. Why doesn't the first person want to be on the radio? Question 2. What effect do chili peppers have on your mood? Question 3. Why does the man feel so miserable? Question 4. What effect does chocolate have on your mood? Question 5. What kind of mood is the woman in? Question 6. How can turkey affect your mood? Listening to a news item.
You will hear a news item about a very talented bird. A parrot that went missing a week ago was found at an outdoor swimming pool yesterday. Henry Lang, an opera student, said he was enjoying an afternoon swim in the campus pool when he saw a bright flash of color in a nearby tree. Next thing I knew, a large parrot flew down right next to me at the edge of the pool, Lang said. I was pretty surprised. It didn't seem afraid of me at all. It actually said hello to me. I think it was thirsty and wanted a drink of water. Lang said the bird hopped onto his arm and happily came home with him, where he called the local animal shelter. He was surprised to learn from the shelter that the friendly animal was not someone's pet, but was actually a research parrot named Popcorn from the same university he attends. Lang kept the bird for a weekend before he was picked up by his owner, Professor Anna Gray. Gray studies language cognition in birds and said that Popcorn is her most mischievous research subject. Popcorn had escaped 4 times. The gifted parrot, who is named for his favorite food, knows over 200 words and can count to 10. After being reunited with Popcorn, his owner, Gray, was astonished to hear the parrot doing something he'd never done before: sing. When she learned Lang was an opera student, she realized Popcorn had picked up a new skill on his adventure. I guess he heard me practicing at my house, Lang said, laughing. In an interesting turn of events, Lang now has a new part-time summer job, coaching Popcorn in opera singing twice a week.
listening to a discussion.
I wish I was sure about my future as you seem to be. I really don't know what I want to do after I graduate.
Well, have you talked with a counselor over at the Office of Career Development?
No, I talked to my academic advisor, though.
Well, that's good. But it's really better to see someone who specializes in helping people make career decisions. You see, an academic advisor is there to help you work out your academic program. You know, figure out what your major is going to be and which courses to take and all that. But a career counselor has a lot of experience and resources to help you decide what you want to do in the work world.
Did you see a career counselor?
I sure did, last semester. I didn't even know what I'd be good at, for a career, I mean. So I made an appointment at the Office of Career Development, and I talked with a counselor.
Do you remember who it was?
Sure, it was Ruth Jackson.
Oh, but since I'm interested in careers for math majors, probably I should see someone else.
Not really. Any of the counselors can help you. Look, first, I took some aptitude tests and something called I think it was called a career inventory. Anyway, I took several tests, and then the counselor gave me some ideas about different careers. I even went to some group sessions with some other students for a few weeks. Mrs. Jackson was the group leader, so, that's how I met her, and then I just sort of naturally started making my appointments with her when I needed some advice.
It sounds like it took a lot of time. I'm so busy already.
Well, it did take time. Probably 3 hours for the tests, and I think I went to maybe 4 group sessions, and then I saw Ruth a couple of times. I guess about 9 or 10 hours, probably. But it was worth it.
So, is that why you decided to go into library science? Because of the tests and everything?
In part, but mostly it was because of the internship. You see, I also got my internship through the Office of Career Development, and when I was working as an intern in the public library, it all sort of came together for me. I really liked what I was doing, and I realized that I didn't want the internship to end.
And you get paid for working there in the library too, don't you?
I get paid, and I get credit toward my degree. But even better, I have a job offer from the library where I'm doing my internship.
Wow. Are you going to take it?
I think so. I have to let them know next week. If I do take the job, I'll have to go to graduate school to get a degree in library science. But I can do that part-time while I'm working, and I'd thought about graduate school anyway. So I'm leaning toward taking the job.
That's great, Anne. I'm glad for you. So, I guess I'd better make an appointment with Ruth Jackson. Maybe she can find me an internship.
Maybe.
Listening to viewpoints.
Podcasts are digital audio files that are automatically downloaded from the internet onto a computer, with the further option of transferring them to a portable audio player like the Apple iPod. Podcasting started in about 2004 as a way to give a voice to the voiceless. Podcasts are taking off as a way that anyone, anywhere can get their voice heard on the internet. Access to information and communication technology in developing countries is growing day by day. Today, people all over the world are producing podcasts about topics ranging from astrophysics to knitting, and media organizations and institutions are spending time and effort to get pod ready. An appealing quality of podcasts is their on-demand nature. Audio is a great way to communicate complex ideas. Podcasting's function in giving people a voice could play a large role in its uptake in developing countries. The medium clearly has roots and retains links with traditional radio. The importance of radio in developing countries, particularly in rural areas, is well documented. But it is a one-way medium and doesn't necessarily offer opportunities for local people to get involved. But how feasible is access to podcasting equipment for the rural poor? In the areas that don't have electricity, never mind the internet, how can podcasting and other forms of audio communication succeed? Practical Action has been working on podcasts for the Cajamarca region of northern Peru, a poor rural area. Most of the people there rely on agriculture for their livelihoods. The project was part of another Practical Action initiative, which set up and maintains 8 local telecenters in the region. These consisted of a telephone and a solar-powered computer providing 2 hours of satellite-derived internet access a day. On one visit, McChesney saw that the telephone was much more popular than the computer. He realized that it was audio, voice, and stories that people use to communicate and share information, rather than text, particularly on a computer. Practical Action's local office in Peru surveyed local people about the type of information they needed to support their livelihoods. Advice on grape cultivation or raising cattle, for example. This information was then gathered from experts and recorded as digital audio files that could be sent to each of the telecenters via the internet. For McChesney, it's about using the appropriate technology to get information to people in specific circumstances. It remains to be seen whether podcasting can have a wider impact in the developing world. In the developed world, iPods and other digital audio players have raised the popularity of podcasts.